It doesn't really
How'd you
work.
hurt your foot?
I got old and it just.
You got
I woke
old,
up and
you're
it
not
hurt.
old, shut up.
Oh, see the little stuff
my
here on the
God.
paper?
Okay. So you hurt yourself.
I hurt myself.
You're not a spry chicken anymore.
I'm not.
So what you're saying is you're not 21 anymore.
I'm not.
15.
I'm not.
That's what
And then
you're
like
saying.
what's terrible about not being able to like use
You're
the
not.
foot is now that I can use it, it doesn't work like the other foot.
Oh, yeah.
What do we miss? One, two, just two?
Connie's on Zoom.
Oh, perfect. Okay, it is 6:01. Let's start the city council meeting with the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Smith,
Here.
Anderson, absent, Arsano, absent, Burbank,
Here.
Ferguson, here, Bender is on Zoom, Green,
Here.
Motion to excuse Councilmember Anderson and Arsanto.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
motion
All-
carries.
Any agenda modifications this evening? Does it look like it?
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Oh,
Connie, I-
he's not talking.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'll allow her to talk if we want her to.
Okay. And public comment, Megan, I saw you were signed up. Do you want us in the beginning or the end? Either one. Okay.
I just wanted to take, well, first of all, Amanda, welcome back to school.
Thanks.
How's middle school treating you?
It's great.
Be prepared for her to be a lot more sassy because middle school teachers just are.
Might happen.
I just wanted to come in front of you and thank the council, Courtney and Aaron, Chris Banks, everybody else who helped to support the hometown market. And just, you know, having faith and allowing us to try out closing Main Street and giving it a go. I think from my perspective, I think it went really well. It was, it grew in numbers every week, which was awesome to see. And I actually had someone, when I came back in town, who was like, so the market's next week or Tuesday, right? And I was like, no, it's done now.
Yeah.
So it was cool to, so I just wanted to in person say thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Megan.
you.
Appreciate it. Anybody else like to speak? Megan was the only one signed up, but we'll have 3 minutes at the end for everybody too. If desired. Okay. Admin, finance and public safety.
So the Admin, Finance and Public Safety Committee met yesterday, and since we're in the month of September, guess what? The majority of the conversation was each department, police, fire, municipal court, IT and Admin and Finance presenting their preliminary budgets at the start of the process. Under administration about recruiting, they're currently recruiting for a part-time temporary youth activities assistant. Have several special events coming up this month and next. The September 28th, the Foothills Trail Bridge opening. Email has gone out to all council members. I'm quite sure the city will be putting it out on social media. Same day, Chamber of Commerce Wine Walk. I imagine that is Main Street and on our side streets within the downtown core. Fast forward to October 26th, Bridge to the Plateau 5K and a kids fun run, which is said to be a 1K. And then culminating at the end of December, trick or treating on Main, October 26th. And the only other item that was discussed was a presentation by Chief Scogan announcing that the current contract with American Medical Response, otherwise known as AMR, will be expiring, and a new contract will go in effect with Olympic Ambulance on 1/1 of 2025. Olympic Ambulance does not charge an annual subsidy, as such was done with the expiring provider. They only collect the transport fees.
Thank you, Ron. Council member comments, good of the order, any of that? Good stuff? Brandon?
Thank you, and I apologize for not making it last week, so thank you for excusing me. My 7.5 hour drive back from Montana turned into a 12 hour drive, and yeah, missed the meeting entirely. So sorry again. Sounded like a great meeting, and I really like the white lettering on the Veterans Memorial. So
Yes.
good call.
Agree. Yes.
Okay, yeah, just for everybody's. Since we were kind of on the fence, there was nobody against it. I said, let's just do it and we can always change it next year. We can sand it on for 2 years. from now.
Looks
But
really
I-
good.
I agree. I think it turned out good. Whoever's recommendation that was to bring it forward to us, which is it the city staff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else? Council member comments, any of that? Thank you for mentioning the bridge too, Ron. I was gonna mention that, so good. Okay, we will move into the consent agenda.
On tonight's consent agenda is the approval of the minutes of the May 28th, 2024 city council meeting and the June 25th, 2024 city council meeting.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carries.
Regular agenda, we have.
The item on the regular agenda is resolution number 24-07, amending the 2024 comprehensive taxes, rates and fee schedule, revision number 2.
Move to approve resolution number 24-07, amending the 2024 comprehensive city taxes, rates and fee schedule, revision number 2.
Second.
Happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, I'm just confused. How long has Zumek been on here?
A while.
That's the first time I read it. Okay, yeah, any questions for Treva? Zumek?
How did you come up with the 15?
City of Bonnie Lake.
Oh, perfect. Okay. That was the
They
only
do the
thing I-
same thing. Okay.
Okay, and did you want to touch on anything, just to, everybody read it, but for the people in the
So
audience?
this is to start offering a convenience charge for us to be able to package for renewals for passports. So right now, we only do new passports, and on a regular basis, we have people coming in wanting us to assist them with renewals. And so we looked to some of our neighbors that also offer passport services and found that they do offer that convenience fee. So we will now review the paperwork, assist with photos if they would like, and that would still be an additional charge, and then do the mailing for them for their passport renewals. And this will be done by our administrative assistant, whose focus is primarily on passports, but also does other administrative tasks. She is part-time and will continue to be part-time even with this amendment.
Right? And no roll call, just, okay. All right, no more discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thrown.
Okay. And we have, do we have Eric? Okay. We have, I don't have it on this agenda.
Oh,
I'm just gonna call it.
Oh, okay.
yeah. I was gonna say, he's sitting on there.
By Chief Scogan to come and provide an update on the first part of the update we received at our last study session regarding ambulance.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, media section here. So as a follow-up to the study session that we recently had regarding paramedic ambulance service, fire department staff, command staff, the medical services officer, have met to review the submittals from the RFP for paramedic ambulance service. Is definitely our recommendation to select pathway number 2, submitted by Olympic Ambulance Service. Due to our long-term relationship with AMR, we know that things can't happen overnight. We recommend that the change does not take effect till January 1st, 2020. Probably some of the biggest factors that impressed us the most with Olympic Ambulance. Obviously, number 1 was that they were not requiring any financial subsidy. They provide the same level of service in the same manner that AMR does today. AMR has been a great partner. But I thank the council for letting us have this opportunity to explore other options. Olympic and AMR both submitted a number of different options. Pathway or option number 2 from Olympic seems to fit the best for this point in time. They're also willing to be completely open to explore adding a second unit, or at least providing some support to help when things get busy and to serve areas like personnel. So the next step for us would be to meet with representatives from Olympic. 2 of them are here tonight, taking a very active role and want to be a part of this community. Seems that's evident, but our next step would be to begin working on an agreement to bring forward an agenda bill for the very future.
And do you have any, probably, I don't know if you guys have probably discussed doing it on the New Year's Day versus whatever,
Probably not midnight.
right?
Those are one of the minor details that needs to be ironed out. So
Sure.
we want to get at least through this step and then see if council had any feedback. I don't anticipate or expect anybody going against our recommendation. So if I don't hear any tonight, we're going to move forward with beginning to offer.
All right, anybody, any questions, comments for Chief?
We talked about it at Finance too,
Right,
so.
right. Okay, all right, yeah, that would be my only kind of off the cuff thing would be just the date, how that, and whatever you think with AMR, if they want to go early and or comfortable going early, I think it's at 90 days. Yeah, so whatever that.
So I provided our verbal intent of where things are going, just so that they weren't completely blindsided, so. AMR is fully anticipating to receive their 90 days notice. After tonight, I will send them.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Okay. Administrator Brunel.
Yes, since this is a short meeting, I did want to take advantage of a little bit of time to update on some events and then also what's on the docket through the end of the year. First off, for events, this Saturday, we have Beautify Buckley scheduled. It will be from 9 a.m. to noon. Kickoff will be a flag raising ceremony by the VFW at our newly refinished Veterans Monument with a performance from the Glacier Middle School Choir as well. So that'll be happening right about 9 a.m. From there, volunteers will be spreading all around town to do beautification and cleanup projects. Everyone is invited. If you would like to come and just show up day of, you're more than welcome to, and we'll give you an assignment. Or if you know that you want to participate, just let Director Snodgrass or I know, and we'll make sure that you're added to the sign-up sheet. Another big event that was already mentioned tonight that I wanted to provide a little more information on is the White River Bridge opening, which will be held on Saturday, the 28th at 11 a.m. We are encouraging everyone who plans to attend to use the trail to get there. Parking will be very limited. This was an event that was primarily hosted by King County, partnered with the city of Buckley, but the King County event that they put out, the invitation had 250 tickets. It's a free event, but they had 250 tickets and it sold out a couple weeks ago. So we're expecting upwards of 300 people at this event. As you know, if you visited that area, which you all have, parking is non-existent next to the site. So we have agreements with the school district, the armory, the trailhead, as well as everything around river. So Parks and take the trail to get to the event if you're able and interested in attending. For general updates, last night, the planning commission had the first public hearing for the comprehensive plan. Another public hearing will be held in October. And the first and only public hearing for the essential public facilities ordinance. You can expect both of those to come forward late this month or early next month. In addition, the complete streets ordinance will be circling back at the next meeting. As a reminder, that's an ordinance that's really a formality to say that we support multimodal forms of transportation. So when we are doing road improvements, we're also looking at bike and pedestrian improvement sidewalks. And it's a requirement for us to be competitive for a complete streets grant, as well as some other funding opportunities through PSRC, Department of Commerce, and the TBD. Transportation Benefit District, sorry, too many acronyms. So last, we still have plans to present a no camping and overnight parking ordinance this year. We're working with the city attorney to draft that language now that the Supreme Court decisions have been rendered. So you'll see it before the end of the year. I don't think it'll probably be adopted before the end of the year, but we haven't forgotten. It's still on our list. Just general updates, Rails to Trails Coalition has submitted for building permits for the Dock Cape Pavilion. We expect the electrical work for the trailhead bathrooms to begin in the next week and a half.
Yay.
We're gonna have a grand opening for that. I mean, it's been for over a year. So hopefully we'll have them up and running well before the end of the year. And last, we remain on track for City Hall. We're still looking at late spring, early summer next year for that grand opening. So overall, most all of our projects are on track and we're gonna be busy at the end of the year. Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Do one quick thing for me, is King County and or Pierce County providing bathrooms for that many people?
Yes, there will be
Okay.
porta potties. They have porta potties. They have several vendors, Scoops. They partnered with some of our businesses and are compensating them to come and provide ice cream from Scoops and different vendors. But
That'll be down by the bridge.
It'll be
Yeah.
down by the bridge. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that they're having a raffle for some bikes. They're doing helmets. It's gonna be a busy place.
Okay. Do they cordon off a section for Buckley? I'm thinking probably not, but. I mean,
We barely.
right, right. Okay, and former Mayor Pat Johnson will be
Yes.
speaking.
Yes.
Okay. Questions, comments, anything, Ron?
I just have a comment thinking about what the city administrator just talked about. If there is a grand opening at the bathrooms at the parking lot on Jefferson, and we're gonna have a ribbon cutting, I'm gonna head to Costco and get one of their super packs of Charmin and bring it along.
We can use that for the ribbon. Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
I know, and everybody, we get asked about that so much. I mean, it's just an expensive public art piece right now, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then eventually we'll get the bridge back across South Prairie Creek and then it'll be connected.
The county's saying next year, so they're being very aggressive. I mean, it came down, they declared as an emergency, which waives a lot of the typical requirements and we'll be hopeful along with them.
And were they working on a detour route or they're just gonna wait to do the full bridge?
They said that they were working on a
Okay.
detour route, but I have not been informed that when it's been established. I think people are popping off the road or just stopping.
Okay. Denise?
So as far as the bathrooms go, we have the one down by Wallington, and the new one. What are the hours that those are gonna be unlocked? They're not gonna be unlocked all the time.
No, they're not unlocked all the time, but I think it's with park hours, which I believe is 10 PM to dusk. We revised. We revised the hours last year and I'm not recalling exactly what they are off the top of my head, but I'll look at it. And get back to you. But it'll be in alignment with park hours.
Awesome.
Anybody else? Anything from Connie? Nothing on? Just checking. Okay. All right, and we have public comment again. If anybody would like to speak. We're up to 3 minutes apiece. Okay. All right, well, with that,
Oh,
no, Chloe.
Just real quick, if you are available, I know that sounds really full already with 2 Saturdays, Unified Buckley and the bridge opening. The 21st is our first annual wellness fair here. So if you'd like to get your immunizations, flu and whatever else you partake in, that'll be here. We have the tree lighting group that will be providing snacks. And just sharing a little bit about their mission. They just officially are the community ties. And they're this whole area, including your chambers, will be filled with people. So please come pop in 10 to 2, open house times. You're welcome to come.
Saturday, the 21st.
Yes.
Okay.
And just a tidbit, last night, we have W Post 1414 Carbon Glacier, we met at Buck the Eagles, and they said it looks fabulous, so thank you.
Oh,
Yes, and we're doing the ceremony, so if you want to pop over as veterans, please do.
okay, cool. Thanks, Chloe.
Oh, sorry, and soup night is Friday the 13th.
Whoa.
Yeah, is providing delicious soups for you.
Okay, thank you. All right, I guess I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, council.